Episode 1. Erlengzi lay wide awake, staring up at the black roof of that crust and mud. The old quilt covering him had turned a deep yellow, its original color long gone, and it gave off a faint, musty smell. Right beside him lay his second brother, Hanju, fast asleep. About 5 feet from the bed stood a wall of yellow mud. Years of wear had left it with a few hairline cracks. Through those fissures came the faint, low murmur of his parents' nighttime conversation.
Oh dear, the rice jar is empty again. We'll have to go and sell some tomorrow.
Buy? Where would we get the money for rice? Let's go borrow some from old Lee's place. We'll pay him back after the harvest comes in.
That's the only way. It's all thanks to your third brother, the one who manages the tavern. He's got real pull. He found our eldest that blacksmith's apprentice job in town. It's all thanks to our eldest son's hard work, seizing this chance. He gets room and board plus 30 copper coins a month. It's taken a real load off the family. Once he's officially qualified and gets hired, he'll earn even more. Things will just keep getting better.
It'll all work out in the end.
Erlengzi slowly closed his already weary eyes, forcing himself to fall into a deep sleep as soon as possible. He knew full well that if he didn't fall asleep soon, he wouldn't be able to get up early tomorrow. Then he'd miss going into the mountains with the others to gather firewood.
Well, I really must gather plenty of those red berries for my dearest little sister. They're her favorite. There are so many red berries over here. Perfect.
Wow. Erlengzi, you've got sharp eyes.
I'm not Erlengzi. My name is Han Li. My dad had to beg old Zhang with 2 steamed buns just to get him to give me that name.
So stingy. What's there to get so worked up about? Doesn't everyone in the village call you Erlengzi? I wasn't the first one to call him that. Besides, we get called Dog Boy and Egghead too, don't we? But I'm still a little curious. Why does it have to be Erlengzi? Isn't it just Lengzi?
Because there's already a lame brain in the village, so he had to be lame brain the second.
Haha, so if someone else comes along, will they be called third blockhead, fourth blockhead?
Don't make fun of my name anymore. From now on, my name is Han Li.
I'm gonna call you Blockhead, Blockhead, Blockhead.
Go ahead and laugh. One day, I'll leave this tiny village behind. I'll go to that rich, bustling world old Zhang always talks about, and I'll make something of myself. When that day comes, no one will ever call me Numbskull again. I'll be my own man, Han Li.
At noon, as Han Li made his way home from the mountains, the sun beating down on him, a pile of firewood half his height on his back, and a cloth sack full of nuts tucked in his arms, he had no idea that a guest who would change the course of his life was already waiting for him at home.
It was third uncle, with his simple clothes, round, chubby face, and a little mustache. Hello, third uncle.
Ah, yes. Good lad, you still remember your Uncle Han? Big brother, sister-in-law. The reason I'm here is to discuss something with you. The tavern I work at isn't just any ordinary tavern. It's actually part of a major sect in the Jianghu, the Seven Mysteries sect. Well, the Seven Mysteries sect is divided into an outer sect and an inner sect. Not long ago, I officially became an outer disciple of the Seven Mysteries sect. This grants me the right to recommend children between 7 and 12 years old to take the test for becoming an inner disciple. This test is held every 5 years, and it's starting next month. Brother, sister-in-law, you know my situation. I have no children of my own. After much thought, the only one of suitable age is your second son, Erlengzi. This is a rare opportunity. What do you think?
A martial arts sect.
Big brother, this is a golden opportunity. The Seven Mysteries sect is one of the top martial sects for hundreds of miles around. If little Li becomes an inner disciple, not only will he get free martial arts training and all his needs met, he'll even get over a tael of silver in pocket money every month.
More than a tael of silver every month.
That's right. And even those who don't pass the trial have a chance to become an outer disciple like me, managing the 7 mystery sects' external business affairs. This is a rare opportunity, big brother. You really need to think it over. It'd be a shame to miss it.
All right, then let Erlangzi go with you.
Good. That's excellent. I've got some silver here, big brother. Take it. The trial will be tough, and physical stamina is crucial. Make sure Han Li gets plenty of good food during this time. He'll need the strength to face the trial. I'll be back in a month to take Xiao Li with me. I'll take my leave now. Brother, sister-in-law, there's no need to see me out.
I didn't understand everything third uncle just said, but it sounds like I can go to the city. I can make real money.
The wish he'd held for so long was finally within reach. For several nights in a row, Han Li was too excited to sleep. A little over a month later, third uncle arrived in the village right on schedule to take Han Li away. Before his departure, Han Li's parents gave him their repeated, earnest advice.
Little Li, remember this. Be honest, be patient when trouble comes, and don't pick fights with others. Understand?
My son, take good care of yourself out there. Eat well and get plenty of rest.
Watching his parents' figures recede into the distance from the carriage, Han Li bit his lip, fighting to keep the tears welling in his eyes from falling. Though he was far more mature than other children his age, he was still just a 10-year-old boy. This was his first time leaving home, and a sense of melancholy and uncertainty settled in his heart.
Once I've made my fortune, I'll come straight back. We'll never be apart again, Mom and Dad.
Han Li never imagined that after this departure, the pursuit of wealth would lose all meaning for him. He had embarked on a path of immortal cultivation, a celestial Tao distinct from that of mortals, forging his own unique journey. Qingyu Town was small. Its main thoroughfare was a single east-west street called Qingyu Street, and it had only one inn, the Qingyu Inn. The inn sat at the western end of the long, narrow town, so any traveling merchant who didn't want to sleep rough had no choice but to stay there. A carriage, clearly having traveled a great distance, entered Green Ox Town from the west. It sped past the front of the Green Ox Inn without stopping, racing all the way to the other end of the town before finally halting before the entrance of the Spring Fragrance restaurant. The Spring Fragrance Tavern wasn't large, and was even a bit worn, but it possessed a certain antique charm. It was lunchtime, and the tavern was packed, with hardly an empty seat in sight. Just then, a round-faced, mustachioed man and a dark-skinned boy of about 10 stepped down from the carriage. The man swaggered straight into the tavern, the child in tow.
Old hand, this dark-skinned kid looks a lot like you. He's not a son you had on the side, is he?
Well, he's my own flesh and blood, my nephew from the main family. Of course he takes after me a bit. My nephew here is a simple soul. Don't you go filling his head with nonsense. Han Li, keep up. Don't listen to their nonsense. Xiao Li, you rest up in this room and get your strength back. As soon as the inner sec steward arrives, I'll call for you. I need to step out for a moment to attend to a few regulars.
With that, Fatty Han turned and hurried out. At the door, he seemed to have second thoughts and added one more instruction.
Don't go running off, the town's packed. You'll get lost. Best stay in the yard.
After his third uncle left the room, Han Li felt exhausted. He collapsed onto the bed and fell into a deep, snoring sleep, showing none of the shyness typical of a child in a strange place. That evening, a servant brought him a meal. It wasn't a lavish feast, but it was quite tasty. After the meal, the servant returned to clear away the empty dishes. Only then did third uncle stroll in, unhurried.
So, how's the food? To your liking? Feeling a bit homesick, are you?
I do miss it a bit.
Uncle seemed quite satisfied with Han Li's answer. He then chatted with him about some family news, boasting about his own past experiences and the people he'd met. Gradually, Han Li's sense of restraint faded, and he began to chat and laugh easily with his third uncle. And so, 2 days passed in this manner.